Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Chris the High Guy Jacobs, and today we take a deep dive into Doomsday Last Survivors, one of their most popular events, the Recovery of Pompeii. As you can see, we will be starting live in 1 minute and 4 seconds, and during this we will explain how the event should be played, things to focus on, and things you have to prepare for. Now, before entering the Pompeii map, you have to remember a couple of things. First off, all of your troops need to be returned to your shelter, and you cannot have the battle fever buff. Reason being, well, truth be told, the only thing I can think is that they wouldn't want you taking the battle fever buff into the Pompeii game. So as we go, we are prepared. We've got all of the things. We've got all of our troops back. We don't have battle fever. And we've also got our marches prepped. So if I look at my marches, I've got them prepped and ready to go so that I don't have to worry about meddling with that to go. Now, if you don't know much about Pompeii already, you should learn a lot through this video. As the truth is, it's more just about playing, getting involved, and experiencing it yourself. So the timer has started. We're going to click the enter button. We're going to join the game, and we are on blue side today as we start to see everybody joining in. We are on the blue side. The red side is on the other. And as it stands currently, none of them have joined, but I assume that will happen over the next couple of minutes. Over the next couple of minutes, we're going to take a look at the map. Let's look at the setup and things that you will focus on when the timer runs out. First of all, being the outposts. You're going to want to capture these as fast as you can. They provide 20 points per minute for the alliance, which is effectively what we're trying to do. This is an alliance versus an alliance into who can capture the most points. Ooh, we've got some big hitters, an 83 million, 70 million. This could be a good game. Make sure we have our players in. Legolas is here, that's good. Vlad is here. I'm here. This is going to be a good game. Now, it all depends on how many players you can have in the game. Pompeii only allows for a max 30 players at a time. 30 players in the main category, 10 reserve spots. Those 10 reserve spots can join the game 10 minutes after it starts and can fill in for any of the main players that do not show up. Now, like I mentioned, you're going to push for those forward outposts first. What I like to do is send a rider squad to the outpost first, send the rest of my squads to the train, which is the train station over here on this side, or this side, depending on where you spawn, which will bring your troops up to the helipad. Now, the helipad is very important because this allows you to relocate. You cannot relocate out of this starting area until you have the helipad captured, at which point you can relocate to the helipad, which we will show you as we continue. So first thing, like I said, I'm going to send a rider squad to the forward outpost. I'm going to send 3 other squads here to the train station, which is then going to bring us up all the way up to here. Okay, so that's going to happen in about 30 seconds. Now, we are currently 18 people logged in. We did have 30 that are supposed to join, so that's what we will be hoping for. A full 30 squad. And right now, we only have the 4 of them to concern ourselves with. But they do have an 83 million player here who is going to have some pretty big shoes to fill, as well as a lot of decent players outside of that. So we are more smaller players. They are more bigger players. Let's see how it goes. First things first, we are sending our riders to the forward outpost. Next, we're going to send as many of them as we can. We're going to send this one, being a good march, but I'm going to send it with thunder instead. Should have fixed that. My apologies. I'm going to send my ranged, and I'm going to send mixed line. Why? Fun. What we're doing, getting all the troops out. Might as well. Now we're going to watch as these march our way up. We're going to capture that forward outpost first. Continue the points from there. Now we've got 21 logged in, which is great so far. Still looking for the remaining 9 that can join us before our time guns up. So basically this whole game is a premise of 2 alliances facing off in this one map to who can control most of it. You've got points for every of the buildings that you capture per minute. It's a 1-hour event, and the purpose is for each alliance to capture as many points as possible. Now look, now that she's gone there, we're going to move her up to the next building. This building is going to take 60 seconds to capture. We do not need troops in it in order to capture. We just need to have captured it earlier. So we're going to keep marching. Now this train is going to be leaving here soon, which is going to bring our troops up to this area, which will allow us to capture the helipad and start to progress into, if you look on the map up in here, you've got 2 zones that are currently counting down. These are your zombie zones. The zombies will spawn in this area here and over here in this area here that you will kill for points, both individual and alliance points. Look, now we're in that one. Let's progress over to the operations base. Let's capture the helipad. We're going to send a Dut and my ranged over here to start killing zombies. As you can see, they have spawned. We're going to capture this helipad, and then in approximately 1 minute, I'll be able to relocate our shelter into that helipad area. Now, I'm going to move my Bella, my rider squad. We're going to go ahead and select all of them. And we're going to bring them out here and start running these ones together. Reason being, we're going to take out these zombies first, as they're a decent amount of good points. Really want to take advantage of them. Let's go kill some zombies in this zombie area. Now, if you'll notice here on the left, you have a countdown timer going. This countdown timer runs every 15 minutes, and that spawns a canister at this bio building in the middle of the map. Your goal is to capture that bio canister and return it to the closest building that your alliance owns. By doing so, you earn alliance points, you earn personal points, and you effectively take those away from the enemy. And realize, because this game is balanced, it's really about who can capitalize on the most resources. Speaking of resources, if you feel that you're not able to fight in battle, you are still usable in Pompeii. You still have a capability in Pompeii to not only earn points for rewards, but help your alliance win the game. You do this, number 1, by killing zombies. This is something that anyone can do. Just be careful of enemy troops. You do it, number 2, by farming resources. You will notice there are these resource nodes on the map, supply posts. They provide 2,400 supplies, which actually, when you equate it to points, is enough that you can earn max rewards by simply farming if you wanted to. So it is very capable. You just have to be careful of enemy troops. Now, as we go around and clear out the rest of these zombies, we will have a zombie spawn, which is the zombie boss. It's called the Bio Tyrant. They will spawn here shortly, and we are going to take that down as well. Earns you individual points as well as alliance points, and as you can see, the alliance points are happening at the top. Now, what we could also do, which we haven't yet, is go ahead and relocate. So let's go ahead and do that. Slow click. Go ahead, relocate. And this does not cost a relocator from your bag. This is actually costing relocations that you earn over time in the alliance. These are Pompeii relocators specific to Pompeii. Okay? However, everybody uses these. So it is also for the alliance to be careful that everyone gets a chance to relocate. Now, there we can see the Bio Tyrant. We're going to go ahead and take that. We're going to go ahead and march on that Tyrant. And if we notice, I'm just going to take a look at the map here as it looks. We are currently, oh, he's trying. Making a, that's, you want to be careful. You want to attack those things with groups. Always, always, always in groups. Best to work in groups. But we've already taken an extra building on this side as well. If you'll notice, we are currently 21 with 9 on the opposing side. Let's go ahead and continue getting this bio-tyrant, which is now completed. And because I want to start taking into fight, we're going to start going into this side here. Now, Terem, see how strong Terem is. He's the strong one. He's the 83 million. So it's going to be a tough fight for me to take my troops in to fight him here. However, we seem to be doing okay. Let's keep using the troops to burn out one march at a time. The whole purpose and goal of fighting is to burn out one march at a time. So as you can see, we're destroying his one set. Once that one set is done, we're going to move over. We're going to select the next weakest troops, which are going to be the riders. Since they take the second most amount of damage, we will focus them. Now, our ranged is taking some damage, which we're expecting. They're going to be hitting the graveyard first, probably. The good thing is about Pompeii, your troops do not actually get damaged. And you don't come into Pompeii with any injured in the first place. So it's actually kind of a great event for that purpose, as it really doesn't cost anything. And you don't have to use speed ups in order to heal your troops back. You can actually use them if you need to, if it's a close match. Now, in this situation, we're still going to take out the next closest one that we can focus on. And when the whole group comes together, as you can see, it doesn't really matter what the enemy brings in. They could have tier 6 at this point, and it would be dealing a decent amount of damage to them. Granted, T6 or tier 6 troops, pardon me, always will be superior. But just remember that in a pinch, the mass groups can take on the smaller groups or the smaller, stronger troops by simply war of attrition. Now here we're going to take some more. Of course, this is the best way to get points, is to get through kills. As you can see, Legolas is having his hell of a day, getting some major points himself. We are obviously taking a little bit more of a educational standpoint. I'm not pushing as hard as I probably could. We're just focusing on troops and troop kills. Oh, here they come. Still have the 4 marches. Put one onto Eureka here. Oh, this person is going to be just as strong as we are. Going to come down to us having a group. Hopefully being able to win the fight that way. Now they're leading with Charlie here and what looks like a Dut as co-lead, which isn't super strong because Charlie's obviously purple, but it's not a bad one. It'll be decently tanky in comparison. But as you can see, a Dut and Thunder doing their work. As it appears to me, no, they're focusing on Jaden, which is what they should do. That's okay. A lot of what we're trying to do here is just get points and stop them from getting points. Now, we know that we currently have more players. If that means that we have to sacrifice some of ours in order to take out theirs, strategically, smart play. Now, let's focus on these guys here because they're slow and they take the most damage. Right? That should deal more. They're focusing on the weaker troops. Oh, no, they're focusing on my Bella, which sense. Lost 2 of our marches. We'll lose 3 here shortly. That's all right. Now, the truth of this match is that you really only need to shoot for 15,000 points. It's really all you're going for, because that is what earns you max rewards. Now, granted, you want the win, because the win is going to guarantee you obviously more points in the long run. But the purpose is to basically earn as many as you can for yourself as well, because you want those extra frags. And by frags I mean gold fragments. Now, I could try to run away from here, but the truth is I probably wouldn't make it. Well, let's see. Let's give her a run and we'll see if we can get away. Yeah, I think we're going to lose a little bit here, but we're going to walk through the node. By walking through the node, we can jump. As you noticed, we can make a bit of a jump there and kind of take advantage of some of the mechanics in the game. It's called jumping through resource nodes, and it becomes very important as you get into battles later in the game, or in other game modes, pardon me. Die Zombie Die is gonna get picked off here probably. Oh, he is there. But I'm gonna go ahead and refresh my troops because that's gonna be probably the best bet for us. And if we look at our points totaling, we are still moving ahead, which is kind of exactly what we want to do by maintaining a little bit of that pressure. See, when this guy gets back, though, I'm going to run a rally on this helipad here. Now, this is... No, I don't want to run... I forgot. I want to run a rally on their helipad here, as that will hopefully give them focus to bring their troops back here away from their buildings. And if I can start a rally and get enough people to join, it will give them enough things to focus on. Now, again, we just got that incubator out. It is currently in the middle. We are going to catch, which Jessa Lee has here. And now, as you can see, she's going to take that all the way back to our closest outpost. Just so happens they were not able to capture it here themselves. Obviously, this individual has thrown a total mixed squad together, which is going to increase their overall mobility. But as you can see, unfortunately, that incubator itself will also decrease your mobility, so it slows you down while you have it. So we're returning that for some extra points, which is great. We've got that march back here, so I've got nothing out. So let's go ahead and start that rally here. I'm going to start it with a Dut and Thunder. I'm going to select only infantry troops. I'm going to click March. From there, I'm going to invite everybody. And as you'll notice, there is unfortunately a limit to the amount of troops that I can use. I can only bring 1.5 million. See if we can get everyone to join the rally. See if we can get that to join the rally. That'll be a good amount of points for whoever we do. Now remember, again, one of the things that you're focusing on, 15,000 points. Because if you look at the rewards, which I believe are... Dun, 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 dun. I'll have to show it after. No! Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. Aha, good. I thought I scared myself there. I thought I pissed my own pants. Okay, we're going to have 1 million running, so that's pretty good. 1 million infantry at a time. And I'm totally okay with that, because especially if I'm leading it with Thunder and what's-her-face? Thunder and a Dut. That'll do pretty well. So we're going to let that run. In the process, we've got zombies already cleared off. We've got zombies on the other side already cleared off, correct? See them? Yeah, they're cleared. Perfect. We've got people farming. We're pushing other towers. This is great. This is the way it kind of should go. You're wanting your positioning to be in a position where you're always moving forward. We've got our strongest guys here are now moving forward, so they've got more of a control. Right? Legolas is on this side. He's already moved as far up the map as he can get. We're starting to push pressure into their towns, what they have left, what buildings they have left. And the purpose from here is to basically just hold out for the next 42 minutes while this game finishes off. Now, don't get me wrong. In situations where it comes down to a war of attrition, so if the point totals are very close, which happens fairly often, one of the things you have to be careful of is your speed ups, healing troops, and stuff like that. Because I can go here, I've got some dead, I can go here and start healing these guys, right? Heal them for 2 days. But the only way that I'm going to get to use these ones back in this one is to speed them up. So speed ups in Pompeii are only useful if it's a close match. Do not waste them. Do not waste them just for Pompeii, because Pompeii happens every week. And you'll need your speed ups for later events like Island Raid and Archipelago Raid, which are full week-long experiences. So those are events that last a lot longer, meaning that you need to have those resources saved up. So only use your speed ups if it's going to be close. If it's not going to be close, currently how we're in a situation where we're doing pretty good, we're handling it pretty good. You wouldn't necessarily need to look at using your speed ups now. If it starts to get up closer where they start to capture more on us, then we can start looking at using our speed ups at that point. Now, because I have that set up as my march, I'm going to go ahead and create a squad. Let's get my riders out. Go ahead. Oops. Let's go ahead and get the ranged out, and let's go ahead and get a mixed line out. Okay, we're going to max out everything. So we've got a little bit of everything. We've got the 3 marches there. And then I've got the 1 march going off to the rally. So let's highlight these 3. And let's start moving them in. We have a bunch of other guys over here that we need to take out. Pushing our little guys. So let's go push them out too, shall we? Now, if you haven't hit the button yet, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button, and don't forget the notification bell to catch any new updates that I end up posting about the game or about anything else. A new podcast will be dropping called The Hi Guys Joints of View, where we talk about cannabis-related everythings. Everything from the history to my history to government history to you name it. So that'll be happening as well. Stay tuned for that. Now, as we make our way back in here, those riders are pretty darn quick because I have it patched with Cynthia. We're going to go ahead and take out this aliform here. Aliform. Could be German. Could be something else. They walked into a world of hurt. Granted, they also have Bella and Cynthia, so they're going to be running away quickly, which means that I have to hyper-focus them with only my riders, unfortunately. But we should be able to take advantage of that attack speed, or movement speed, pardon me. And of course, when Bella gets hit with a skill, she slows down, so that's going to help us out there too. One of the only negatives I find with Bella does have that that debuff on her speed when she gets hit with a skill. So if she's not able to run away, she ends up slowing down and getting picked off in the long run. Again, let's take out some more troops, earn us some more points. Legolas is crushing it. I am very impressed. It's really nice to have players who know where to push and obviously have the troop and might to do it. He is a new addition to our team, but very, very efficient. So here we go. We have our rally marching currently. It is almost at its target destination. Aliform has brought our troops closer to where we want it to be. Now we can actually push with the rally at the same time. Now I'm not going to target the rally. That wouldn't make sense. I'm not going to target the helipad. I'm going to target the level buildings around them. Let's see what they are. We could crush Yupa right now and the other guys. So let's go ahead and crush some buildings. And as you can see, our rally is doing pretty well. With Thunder here is going to do very well. In the process, we're going to go ahead and burn some of the lower players. Now, burning shelters does cost a decent amount because obviously you're going against their entire workload. But in this situation, for example, I've got 3 decent marches. We're able to clear them out pretty quickly. This is going to put an overall dampener in their entire process. If your shelter gets burned and you run out of troops, because Pompeii is so short, it really hinders their entire growth. So we want to start focusing on, just like we have, the smaller troops at a time, right? The smaller individual players at a time. Focus on their individual marches, their individual shelters. And just basically try to remove them that way. We're about to take that helipad, which is good too. Keep going. Let's put our attacks back onto you here. Because the truth is, we want to just destroy as many of their troops as we can, even if it costs us one of our marches, to be able to really deal a pockmark one at a time. And it gives you a massive amount of points killing troops like this. So if you really need an easy 15,000, just find a shelter to attack. And you'll get there pretty quickly. So here we are, going ahead to take their next, or their last teleport option. And once we have this helipad here captured, basically this prevents them from moving anywhere else except back to their own area. Which makes capturing and holding the more valuable buildings at the top here harder to do. Not impossible, obviously, but harder. So if you look at the point valuations, the two operations bases at the top corner here, these two at the top corner are worth 160 points per minute, which is, if you think about it, the most important ones. You can actually win the game just by holding those 4. So if we prevent them from getting to those as much as we can by eliminating the helipads, it makes it really hard to hold those ones. And even if they were to put a front and hold up 2 or 3 of the buildings here at the bottom, they wouldn't be able to amass enough of a front to be able to hold that off. So we're going to take this helipad here, and then I should have a Dut. Oh, look at that. So we ended up taking it. They ended up leaving because they knew we were too much to handle. In the process, where are we here? Heck are the rest of my troops? Am I blind? I must be. Oh, I was totally blind. Just totally blind. So, hold on a second. We got to reinforce this. I have to put these guys at number 1, please. Thank you very much. This way we actually get the benefits of my troops and their buffs, which the heal here is really going to help, especially fight off massive amounts here. This is why Thunder is so valued. His heal is so ridiculous. It becomes just so insurmountable. And you'll see, I'll show you the report afterwards. The report it shows exactly how bad his heal is. It's just so, not bad, pardon me, but how gross it is. It's just such a good, valuable heal when you have him, especially garrisoning. Now, we should be okay in the win here. We should be able to hold this back from them this time. Because, again, we do have 1 million troops, or we did have, 600,000, 700,000 troops in there. But let's also use ours to take out Tarim here on the side, because Tarim is one of the stronger players there. And again, using our troops to sacrifice is totally okay. We're okay with this. We are earning a ton of points. Yeah, look at that. We jumped from 15,000 to 53,000 after one rally and defense of that rally. Now, what I am going to do, though, is a little bit crazy. I'm going to do one thing. As soon as this goes here, I am going to relocate to this side because I'm freaking crazy. Right? Now I'm here. Now I can battle this. I can mass deploy. Just send the squads. Right? We're in here. We might as well. We've got all of our stuff together. Just send the squads. Right? Send another one. Create a squad. Send whatever's left. We're defending that thing. We've got to move in. Destroy everything. Roar. This is where it gets to be really fun. Make sure we're staying on the right targets. Oh, Captain Farmer guy came out. No, we want to make sure that we're staying on the right targets. Always targeting the weakest troops. Send the marches back, one at a time, right? And if you notice cars, always target the cars, because we all know that cars are the weakest troops against everybody. Let's go ahead and actually just straight up attack. Oh, they're back up and attacking here. So they're really trying. I wonder if I can... I think I can, but... Oh, but now we can go ahead and attack again. Nice, we ended up getting a couple that were in there first. That's good. Now, how much do we have in there? All right, so let's do this. We're going to recall. And because we're here, I'm actually going to attack like this. Mass deploy, send the squads. Now we got 5 marches that we're going to work with, and we're going to knock out as many of these smaller players as we can. We've already moved in, so we're good. They would have to entirely burn my shelter for me to worry about having to move. So I'm all right there. So let's just work on these guys one at a time, shall we? Now they pulled their troops out, so now we can focus on their individual troop stacks. We've got tier 5, so we should be able to take them down pretty good. Looking at our health, we're still above them. We're halfway through the game, and we are over 3 times as many points. We're doing very well. 27 participants total. This is really good in comparison out of the 30 that we had options for. This is good to see. It does mean, however, that there are a handful of players that I'm not happy with that did not show up. So I will have to have conversations with them. But that's okay. That's kind of a normal thing when it happens to big alliances when you're dealing with 30, 40, 50 people at a time. Let's keep going. Let's keep these attacks on. Let's put the pressure on. I know it's just us on this side. And oh, I didn't even notice here. They've taken on a bit of a step here. Okay. Let's go back. Return all my troops because we're getting our butt hit. Let's retreat. Can they take this helipad? I don't think so. See, what they've done is they've basically walked through and now they've taken the stuff that we've moved away from. And that's kind of our mistake. Are they burning me right now? They are. Okay, hold on. Why do I not have Tom there? Why do I not have... Actually, I'm going to keep Tom there. You guys want to dance? Let's dance. And this is actually hurting a lot because this is going to destroy my troops. But in the long run, it's actually going to do a decent amount for what they've got going on too. Left 4 Dead. Oh, these guys dropped in a whole bunch. How do they get all their stuff here? I don't even know. Did they walk all the way across? Jesus. It's okay though. Because as you can see, I'm still doing more damage. And now I'm going to start healing past them. So you let them attack. That's fine. It's okay to get attacked at home as long as you're winning the fight. And that Tom and Thunder combo, it makes for a really good comparison. So I'm going to have a hard time pushing me through. Still red screen though. I like that. The red border of doom. But it's good. So we've defended well. Let's go here. Battle. Let's mass deploy. Then what squads we have left. Now, I don't necessarily suggest mass deploying all the time and then just using whatever random ones they come up with. Because it does pick quote unquote the best ones. And sometimes your better heroes are like your better marches will be ones that you want to run differently. But it's fun, it's easy, it gets out lots of troops quickly. You can set them up and save them the way you want. Go back! We're getting hurt. We are getting hurty. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. See, and now I can go heal. Now, if I was to heal, how much is it? Oh, it's a lot. Oh, I would have to heal additional. Come on, attack. I like it. I like it. Come on, Tarim. Fight me. I love it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Let's do this, Zach. I'm a fan, Zach. Woo! Look at those points. Heal me, Zach. All right, so we're still pretty good. I've missed this entire chat. Just realized this. I haven't been focusing a lot to this chat because of the video that we're doing here. But there is a chat specific for, there is a chat specific for the Recovery of Pompeii. So kind of keep that in mind. It is an active chat that you want to do. Someone wants to run a... Oof. I'm kind of in the thick of it. I can't. Because if I was to bring troops here right now, that'd be bad. But what I'm doing is really kind of good because I'm focusing their attention from everything else. Like, I'm really focusing their attention. If you look here, this is where their entire team is right now, right? How much do they have total? 14 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got half of their team right here. The other half is going to be right here, right? So if you look at it, they got one over there that they're dealing with. It's the same type of thing. One person in the midst of everybody creates a distraction. So now they're focusing on me, and they can't really do much. It's costing them a lot to try to put damage on me here, right? And in the process, we've taken almost all the buildings. We've now taken the helipad back. We've now taken the other building back. So we've been able to distract them long enough to take the objectives. So it's a strategic placement to be here and to allow them to punch themselves on my face, if you will. Damn, Legolas is killing it. Now, in Pompeii, obviously the most amount of points do come from killing troops. So it does, there is obviously the issue where the stronger troops are worth more and they do more, so it's better to have tier 4 and tier 5, but that's obviously why I'm always so heavily focused on getting headquarters 25 so you can have armaments and tier 5 troops as quick as possible. Tier 5 is kind of your pinnacle, that's where you want. Tier 6 is for crazy people. So just think about that. Now, I'm going to battle these guys. Mass deploy. Even distribution. Screw it. We're going to go even distribution. So that's 127,000. That's 5 marches that are about the same amount of troops. And let's see if we can't knock down some more of these trucks and stuff that we have. Now I'm sending some trucks too, because I've been burned at home already. But that's part of it, right? This entire thing is to how to burn troops and not feel bad about it. And of course, this comes down to everything else. Remember, at the end of this, all the troops that we've lost will still be back. It's not like they're going to be going anywhere. They will still be back. So they come back for free. They don't go anywhere, and they don't cost anything to heal. So they become. Hence why this is actually one of the better games or modes, pardon me, in the entire game. Oh, come on, Aliform. You know better. Just healing me. Healing me. Well, they've taken some of the buildings back. That's okay. You got to give them something. But here, if we look at it now, our points have jumped drastically. We're 36. I mean, we're 4 times as many points as they had now. And yes, granted, that does come down from the fact that we have twice as many participants. That's a huge thing. But a lot of it is focus. We've been able to get all of the biotyrants, pardon me. We've been able to get all of the canisters. Jesse Lee here is waiting for the next one. And we've got him pushed down to kind of where we need to. Just keep smashing troops against me, guys. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I am actually fully okay with that. What I'm going to do, though. Let's send... Dun, 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 dun. Bianca Drake. Why not? Why not? Whee! Aw. March, create squad. Let's send Bianca Drake with my Jade. Why? Jaden's hella poopy. Bianca Drake's okay. Got them doogies, man. Them doogies. Them dogs. March that one. Let's send... Oh. I want to keep that guy there. We're going to send Peter and Martin. Where's Martin? Because these are good. These are like pretty okay lines to have just for free, you know? For the free heroes that you end up getting. Except for Bianca Drake. She's not free. No. You unfortunately gotta pay for that one. But they've started to move on here. Yupa's come in here to try to take this Bio Tyrant, but I think we're still going to match it with the amount of players that we have. Either which way, I'm going to come up behind and start attacking them. Vlad's coming in too to try to secure that Bio Tyrant. These are important, guys. They're a decent amount of points for your alliance. So always kind of make sure you're focusing on those, you know, the timers that'll come up when they're spawning. I don't remember exactly what the time frame is. But it is definitely something you want to be cautious of. How the fuck are you moving so quickly? Oh, you got Speedy Gonzulus. Actually, that doesn't make sense how you're moving so fast. How all your heroes are moving that fast. Anybody else see this? How are they moving that fast? And then... must be someone that gave them a speed buff or something, because that was ridiculous. That was how you say ridiculous. Ridiculous. What do we got over here? Just Captain Dimension. All right, buddy boy. It could also be if I kill the same bio with 2 squads, do I get double personal points? Sorry, I missed. That's the ADHD part of my brain that just gets distracted sometimes. It happens. So again, I mean, we've kind of been sitting here for the last 40 minutes or so. There's not much more to Pompeii from this. You focus on your zombies. You focus on the bio tyrants when they spawn. You focus on the bio canisters. You press as many of these buildings as you can, because these are the ones that obviously give you alliance points. Practice your rallying, practice your garrison and your like your offense and your defense here. Attack as much as you want because your troops don't get damaged. And in the long run, have fun. That's what it's for. Sometimes you'll end up getting into matchmaking where you won't have anybody to fight, which kind of sucks. It ends up a little bit boring. But the rewards at the long run are always great. You get the big things to focus on. You get 10 gold stars. You get 5 gold frags and 10 alliance points, like the alliance store points. And because they moved this game up to happening every week now instead of every 2 weeks, that actually equals more rewards in the long run. So that being said, guys, I'm going to log out. I want to say thanks a lot for tuning in. If you did like what you saw, if you had some fun with me, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below for the things you want to see next. I will be doing a video going over Island Raid and Archipelago Raid as well, so watch out for those. But until next time, stay strong and stay lifted. This is the High Guy, signing out.